Nice, good push, good. Remember, Utsan, feel from here.
Okay.
Like this, yeah?
Yeah.
But it,
Okay.
ah, good. Ah, good, good. Make sure, watch the right hand. So here, that. Da, 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 da. Ah, perfect. Good. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Da. How to show practice. Thank you.
I get in around 7, and then I teach to do what you just saw me doing. 3 moves per person per day, day after day after day after day. And then I get my workout in between then, and then all the business meetings and organizing everybody else around the country kind of just fits into the side of that. The underhook on, and let's say that Kyle's under here. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
So his head's in really close here.
Yeah, so what you want to do is, as he's tight like that, is turn. The more you can turn, the better off you'll be. And get that thumb, there you go. Once you're right there, it doesn't matter where his head is. Because as you're doing that and you kick away, you're going to create that space between the hip. There, hey, nice. Nice. And remember with this, you're always primarily rocking them up, because everybody, as soon as you get this, is going to put their hips down the way you're doing there. So what you want to do primarily is get the lock like this.
I remember this one.
You remember? Okay, good. Well, we're going to practice it again.
Yeah.
Pull them into you, kick them out, hold, drop that to the back, and off they go. You should remember that. Nice. Oh man, that transition on the feet, Joey, is amazing. But once you realize you're going down, just placing it there. Only when you realize it. Fight it tooth and nail. To realize, there it is. Now suck the knees in there and push the hips. That's it, good. That's it, good, butt up. That's it, Joey. That butt up saves the day. Takes away his entire pull. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 on that butterfly. That's all I want you guys thinking about. And if you can get the under over, that's great too. That's all I want you thinking about, boys. 3 things a day. Gentlemen, no worries. I should give you a tour of my office. So, you guys familiar with all these guys, right? So this is my wall of teachers. These are the guys that taught me everything I know. That's Sir Ernest Shackleton, the leader of the first crew that was going to walk across the Antarctic continent. But unfortunately, this is what happened to his boat. You can see the French at the agony of the endurance at the bottom there. And yes, Jules?
Your wallet's not in your car.
Are you kidding me?
Did you take it out at home yesterday, maybe?
No, I paid for bagels today with it this morning.
Did you look, maybe it's all the way in the cooler thing?
I didn't look at the cooler.
That's the only thing I can think of, or else I lost my wallet, and that is really not good. When shit hits the fan, that guy is a genius. I wish you could find my wallet for me. Ernie, where is it? Tell me. Could be in my bathroom. Hold that thought.
So everybody, including Robbie, has that split stance thing they're doing on the cage.
Yep.
So we're here, we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna have you wedge this in and displace the weight this way. And what I want you to do is just practice getting it back and forth using this as the fulcrum. So in other words, just for drilling purposes, and they're gonna stand tall to stop it, but just for right now, just put your hand on the ground. So there you go. No, you can bring it back up. So when you feel this, when you're feeling this, and you're going for this high crotch, just putting that hand to stop you. And then I'm gonna have you pull back up like this. And just feel this displacement here. You feel that, how I'm going back and forth laterally. That's it, right there, good. Bring it back, good. And like keeping your head high in the chest, that's very important for this one. Okay, so first we're gonna do the least likely of the 3, and that's when they actually do put that hand down. Most likely they're gonna stand tall to prevent their weight being shifted that way. Does that make sense? Yes. But when you ankle pick, make sure you're gonna have to watch that triangle. Make sure that you're in
Robbie's triangle.
Anyway.
As soon as I feel the weight transfer, can I pick, or do I have to wait for the pose?
No, you can feel it. You can feel it. But again, most of the time they're not going to let that transfer happen. He's going to really stay doing that exactly. But it needs to be a little smoother on that transition and heavier with the chest pressure. So that when you back out of that, I need a little heavier on that chest. You're almost spinning him off, and it's just a little. Yeah. Turn and then heavy chest pressure on it. But wait till you feel. So once you've taken him this way, when you bring him back, all it should take is 1 step, and then everything on that bow. Oh, very respectful. Boom, nice head placement. Now, right there, that was it.
That was it. Nice. That is good placement there. Look at that. And back. Yes. Now you're feeling it. 3 things a day. Tomorrow I want to do 3 more things. You feel all right on all the outside stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think the closing the distance thing, I'm feeling really good inside.
Good.
And on the outside, I'm feeling better.
Good. Good.
Which not like safe, because you're not safe there.
Right.
It's still that closing the distance where, you know, the
Boom. Yeah. Getting that head on the outside. So important. Perfect. Okay. Well, 3 moves today and 3 moves tomorrow. No questions. You feel good about that? Everything on the ground you feel good about? Okay. Good. Easy cheesy.
yeah.
3 a day. 3 a day. Still looking for my wallet.
Yeah, pointing.
That's all like right there.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Oh my goodness. Anyway, where were we? The agony of the endurance. So that's what that is. And he was a genius leader. Like, his big thing is his leadership. And what made him a genius was his anti-intuitive approach to leadership. So we had all these guys on the ice for 2 years, and he brought them home alive. And that's them there pulling a boat. And he would do stuff like that just randomly to keep them busy. He understood that more than money, more than anything else, even more than life, the battle for morale was the important part. Because anything that you do, fighters are so sensitive, people are so sensitive, that any little thing that you can do can have big ramifications. So, and I still learned that lesson today. But so just learning from him and his leadership and how nothing could break him. He gave up his whole dream to save his men. That's so noble to me. He was in constant pain all the time at sciatica, but didn't let it slow him down. And so he's a huge hero of mine, and just in his leadership and in everything that he did. And then right next to him is the world's first mixed martial artist, even though it was a military mixed martial artist. That's Genghis Khan. And from him I learned the organizational stuff. Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you are. Not in there? All right, I'm actually really worried. Where would it be?
Check in your drawer. Cody pulled up and then left. I'm gonna go find him.
Wow, it was a good day. Give me 1 second. Julia just tried calling you. Can you go to the Einstein Bagels?
Yeah, what about the edge? Could you have taken it out when you were at the edge?
I guess it could have fallen out there on the radio station.
Or did you put it maybe in the bag? Where did you throw your bag away from the bagel shop?
It wasn't in there, but I don't think. But it was in the trash out front.
Einstein Bagel on.
Because that's the last time I took it out and I saw it.
Okay.
But I thought I remember putting it back in my pocket. If you can't find it there, I'm gonna have to cancel the credit cards, get another credit card, and my IDs.
AC/DC, Megadeth, and Motorhead, and Metallica. Don't judge until you've been working out in the 80s. We call that good music where I'm from.
This thing is the hardest machine in here, by far. It's the only thing that'll come close to doing mountain sprints is this thing. Oh, unless you know you're alive. I love it. I cramped on that. I'm mad enough to admit it. Whoa! Yeah! That's why I get paid the big bucks.
So Changus brought the all of the good stuff from China and used it against the Europeans and vice versa, and whoever, he would always take people in, very, very brilliant people, Subdai being probably the best field general of all time. Just an amazing guy. And then there's George Washington, and what I love about George Washington is his grit. Like, he was a great leader. How he kept his army together during Valley Forge and right there near Morristown, and all those winters that you read about, just the suffering they were going through, and they could have left, everyone could have bailed, and they kept losing battles. Like, you just couldn't break the man. No matter what you did, no matter what you threw at him, you couldn't break him, and I really admire that. And from Lincoln, he liked a lot of opposing ideas and considered stuff. I like his leadership style. He was very mellow, very laid back, but very much in charge, which is what I try to emulate. And he had this uncanny timing of things. Like, he knew when to announce what things to have the desired effect. And timing is everything when you're dealing with a large organization. And we have an enormous team, not only all the stuff that you see here, but all over. And I'm dealing with so many people that all those lessons are really kind of trained me to deal with something this size and keep it together for the last, whatever it's been, 18 years that it's been kept together. So that's because of him. Okay, so right away, stop, right away, go back. Right away, you're entering like this. Okay, when you enter on your single leg, get a good head pressure and you're going like this. Here, and then scoop it up. And this needs to be very tight pressure there.
So my hips don't have to be on your leg?
No.
To start.
It's your head positioning that's the key. So if you're going here and you're entering, get your head pressure in the right place, then scoop it up. And then I need to feel this. Can you feel that? Mm-hmm. That's what I need to feel. Good. Up, pinch. Now step a little forward with your left and big, no, a little. There you go, big with the right, chest pressure.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a girl. Okay, see how there's a lot of space between you and the leg, Julie? Your chest needs to be on her thigh. You understand what I'm saying, Jules? You got to laterally displace. The same thing I'm having Tim doing. You got to, that single that you got running the pipe is good, but get your hip on the inside of that knee and displace her weight. Good, good. Atta girl, good job. And now it's just work, Jules, over and over and over again. And then over here, we have perhaps the most important thing, and this is an existentialist cartoon, and it says, Mom, Dad, I have ennui, instead of have to pee. And the dad says, well, you should have made peace with the absurdity of human existence before we started driving, which I find very funny because when me and my brother would argue. And it said, Dad eventually pulled over at a frozen lake, which represented the sublime beauty of impermanence, but he was pretty annoyed about it. And that's to remind myself that every day is one day closer to the dirt, so you gotta go hard. This is what we do. Just another day.
Gotta get a shit, gotta get my muscles, gotta get my timing, gotta get my shit.
Get a lot of time. Let it come on gradually.
11 weeks is a lot of time. Yeah.
If you did it now, I'd be worried you'd be overtrained. Let it come on gradual.
Yeah.
Don't rush it, and remember,
So
enjoy
I
it.
teach myself right now is that I'm not out of shape and right
Nope.
where I should be. Right?
Exactly. Exactly. And remember to enjoy every part of the process. No, it's not just the end that's the fun. It's getting back in there. It's acquiring new skills. It's doing this stuff we're going to work on today. We're going to do some dirty ass tricks today. Guys, this is John's second day, so we're just going over some basic framework stuff on game plan specific things today. And then as it gets more and more intense, we'll narrow it down on a lot of these fields. But for right now, it's just kind of gross motor skills, getting his timing back, getting his mind flowing in the right way, getting him creative again, and kind of putting together a framework within where we want to work. So it's always a good time when you're an artist.